Good evening, Thruxton, Firefield and Kimpton. Welcome to quiz night. Well, and people from further afield if you want to join in. So I'm doing things a bit differently tonight. So I'm going to record this so that more people can join in rather than have to join live. So we've got 5 rounds, fairly random to be fair. And there are prizes. So there'll be a prize for the best scores from each village. So the villager from the 3 villages who has the highest score will get a bottle of whiskey donated from Londis. And the highest scores from the other 2 villages will get a bottle of wine kindly donated by Lenham Storage. And then runners-up will also get chocolates of some description from the money that we've raised from the raffle. And this will be the first of hopefully several of these mad quiz nights or games nights in the lead up to Christmas. So, like I said, there's 5 rounds. At the end of them, I'll read through all the questions. At the end, I'll go back and I will give you the answers. So what you just need to do is, answer the questions, the answers, make your own score, and then send your result to me. You can either post on the link in Facebook, but if you don't want people to know, then you can either email me or you can just private message me on Facebook, and it'll be a nice surprise when I announce tomorrow night. We are going to have a Thruxton Live tomorrow night, and there'll be a little music quiz on that. And again, there'll be some booze on offer for the winner, so strap in. I like to start these sessions with some terrible jokes, which you may not appreciate, but I try and keep them clean in the main, but I thought, well, why not do the same tonight? So, I recently changed my energy provider. I've swapped Lucozade for Red Bull because to be honest, it goes much better with vodka. I rang the doctor yesterday and said, Doctor, I really do need to know how to lose weight. And he said, that's easy, just don't eat anything fatty. I said, what do you mean, pies, chips, that sort of thing? And he said, no, just don't eat anything fatty. Well, that's not very nice, is it? Depressed me even more than I am now. I could really do with a holiday, to be honest. Although my last one wasn't desperately successful, because every time I touched the wall in the room I was staying in, I got an electric shock. I suppose that's the perils of staying in a static caravan. Right, I'll move on. Round one. Local knowledge. So strap in. Question 1. In what year was the first motorcar race held at Thruxton? Was it A, 1966, B, 1968, or C, 1970? Question 2. In what year was the church tower in Kimpton built? Was it A, 1837, B, 1839, or C, 1841? Question 3. Thruxton Memorial Hall was originally a Methodist chapel. In which year was it built? A, 1817, B, 1819, or C, 1821? What is the name of the brook that rises at Thruxton and flows through East Chalderton and Amport? So that's question 4. Question 5. Oh, this is a nightmare. I can't pronounce any of these. What was Thruxton first known as? Was it Throckleston, Thorcleston, or Turkleston? So yeah, it's easy for me to say. Question 6. What is the name of the church in Fifield? What's the name of the church in Fifield? Number 7. How many people were recorded as living in Fifield, and this includes the Reddenham Park residents, in the 2011 census? Was it 433, 437, or 441? You don't get number 8, you need to get out more. So what are the names of the pubs in Kimpton and Thruxton? So a point for each. And if you don't, that's just 2 points given, really, isn't it? Number 9. Which charity protects the 3 villages sports field from future development? And great that they do. And last question, number 10. KTF Primary School is a forest school. What is the name of the woods that they utilise as part of the curriculum? So there they are. There's 10 questions, but it's out of a score of 11 because there's 2 points for the pub. So best of luck with that. So now we get a bit more cryptic. In fact, the next 3 rounds are cryptic. So what you need to do is put yourself in the mind of a very juvenile young person, because that's me. So this is all about drinks, alcoholic drinks, obviously. So I'm going to give you the clue and you've got to guess what the drink is. So number 1, this ale sounds like an aged chicken with markings. Number 2, this ale sounds like an area of the pub where they are all negative. Question 3, village roofers love this cider. Question 4, sounds like when someone takes this lager into their care. Question 5, lager drinkers used to follow the bear. So that's the beer and a bitter one out the way. So number 6, this sounds like an absolute gem of a gin from India. Absolute gem of a gin from India. Number 7, musician Jimmy's favourite gin. Musician Jimmy's favourite gin. Number 8, gophers love this gin. They do. Gophers love this gin. Number 9, people in education love this whiskey. People in education love this whiskey. And finally, number 10, Quasimodo, he loved this whiskey. So that's that one. Round 3, same principle, cryptic, all about chocolate bars or chocolates. So number 1, a proper fitty from Istanbul. A proper fitty from Istanbul. Number 2, a discussion point. Number 3, belongs to political journalist Andrew. Number 4, it's enough to give the kids a treat. Number 5, can you manage 4 fingers? Number 6, place in a pub with celebrities. Number 7, Little Mix love these chocolates. Number 8, sounds like a great place to live. Number 9, having a feast outdoors. And finally, number 10, sounds a bit like panties. So that's that one. So we move now to round 4, cryptic again. It's famous actors and actresses. So it's normally the surname, basically, that the clue is related to. So number 1, you might go on a boating holiday with him. You might go on a boating holiday with him. Number 2, sounds like he's got a big hole. Number 3, sounds like he might give you some money. Number 4, this lady likes to tease the boys. Number 5, sounds like he's behind bars. Number 6, a British comedy icon, sounds like he has lots of basements. Number 7, sounds like Batman has some hay. I like this one, I was pleased with this. I've made all these up. That's why I'm so juvenile. But number 8, sounds like she puts cooked vegetables in ice cold water. Sounds like she puts cooked vegetables in ice cold water. Number 9, Indiana owns a Fiesta. Indiana owns a Fiesta. And finally, number 10, the comedian who sounds untamed. Comedian who sounds untamed. So final round is general knowledge. Right, okay, number 1. What subject did Boris Johnson study at Oxford University? Yes, he did go to university, believe it or not. So what subject did he study? Number 2, what is the name of Bart Simpson's mum? Number 3, which spice gives curry its yellow colour? Number 4, what spirit is mixed with ginger beer in a Moscow Mule? Number 5, as of 20th of November 2020, so today, how many Formula 1 races has Lewis Hamilton won? Is it 93, 94, or 95? Number 6, what is the rank above Major in the British Army? What's the rank above Major in the British Army? Number 7, what is the title of the new James Bond film to be released next year? Number 8, which Stephen King novel takes place mostly in the fictional hotel? Natasha Romanova is the real name of which superhero? And finally, number 10, what legendary film is frog had teeth an anagram of? Okay, so that's the lot. Just going to have a sip of my new energy provider. Much better than Lucozade. And cheaper if you get the Aldi special, Red Thunder. It's very good. Right, now, here we go. This is where I start making mistakes, so strap in. The answer to question 1, what year was the first motor car race at Thruxton? It was 1968. The church tower in Kimpton was built in 1837. The Methodist chapel in Thruxton was built in 1817. The name of the brook that rises at Thruxton and flows through East Chiltern and Amport is Philbrook or Philbrook, I think, something like that, or Pillbrook. If it sounds like Pill or Phil, I'll give it to you. Right, Thruxton was first known as C. Turkelston. St. Nicholas is the name of the church in Fifield. 437 people recorded as living in Fifield in the 2011 census. And number 8, come on, folks. It's the White Horse and the Welcome Stranger. Point for each. White Horse, Welcome Stranger. The charity that protects the sports field is Fields in Trust. And number 10, the woods that the children play in are boundary woods. And my daughter used to play in there, so it's lovely. So that's that. So there's 11 points on offer. Okay, round 2. So let's go for these weird cryptic clues. This ale sounds like an aged chicken with markings. It's Old Speckled Hen. This ale sounds like an area of the pub where they're all negative. Doom Bar. Village roofers love Thatcher's cider. So sounds like when someone takes this lager into their care. Foster's. Lager drinkers used to follow the bear. It's a bit blast from the past. Hoffmeister, follow the bear. Number 6, Bombay Sapphire is an absolute gem of a gin from India. Musician Jimmy's favourite gin is Hendrix. Yeah, Jimi Hendrix. Gophers love this gin. Gordon's. Do you remember Gordon the Gopher? Yeah, Philip Schofield used to put his hand up his bottom. So some things never change. Anyway, moving on. Number 9. People in education love Teacher's whiskey. Teachers. And Quasimodo, of course, he loves Bell's whiskey to Bell's. Right, round 3. Proper fitty from Istanbul. Turkish delight. A discussion point. Topic. Belongs to political journalist Andrew. Mars. It's enough to give a kids a treat. Finger of fudge. Talking to fingers, how many can you manage? It's Kit Kat. If you can't manage 4, they do 2, or they even do a nice thick chunky one if that's your preference. Number 6, place in a pub with celebrities is Star Bar. Little Mix love Black Magic chocolates. If you've heard their song, it's great. Black Magic. I think Quality Street sounds like a great place to live. Quality Street. If you're having a feast outdoors, picnic. And sounds a bit like panties, Snickers. So, actors and actresses. Right, you might go on a boating holiday with him. Tom Cruise. Sounds like he's got a big hole. Brad Pitt. Sounds like he might give you some money. Hugh Grant. Yeah. This lady likes to tease the boys. It's Nicole Kidman. 5, sounds like he's behind bars. Nicolas Cage. British comedy icon. Sounds like he has lots of basements. It's Peter Sellers. Sounds like Batman has some hay. Christian Bale. Oh, number 8, my favourite. Sounds like she puts cooked vegetables in ice cold water. It's Kate Blanchett. Go on, Badge. Oh, at least I pleased myself. Anyway, number 9. Indiana owns a Fiesta. Harrison Ford. And the comedian who sounds untamed is Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell. Right, so final round, general knowledge. Okay, I'm not sure I can remember all the answers to this, so strap in. Number one, what did Boris Johnson study at Oxford University? He studied classics. Classics, yes. I don't even know what that is. I think it's Latin, Greek, and all that sort of malarkey, but he's certainly a classic buffoon. Marge Simpson is Bart Simpson's mum, Marge Simpson. Turmeric is the spice that gives curry its yellow flavour and doesn't come out your clothes very easily. So turmeric. Number four, it's a lovely drink. You should put a bit of lime cordial in as well. Ginger beer, lime cordial, and vodka. Who doesn't like vodka? So vodka. So Lewis Hamilton, he won last weekend again. So he's now won 94 Formula One races. And that is pretty impressive. I'm not into motor racing, but that is pretty cool. This one, I think the answer is Lieutenant Colonel, but if you're in the army and you know differently, give yourself a point. But I'm pretty sure I remember it was Lieutenant Colonel. And likewise, I sort of can't quite remember the name of the James Bond film. I think it's No Time to Die. It's either No Time to Die or Time to Die. It's got die in the title, so give yourself a point if you think you're close. I do know the answer to this, number 8. The novel mostly takes place in the Overlook Hotel is The Shining. The Shining. Never seen it. Natasha Romanova is the real name of Black Widow, played by Scarlett Johansson. I'm having a moment. She gets all leathered up. Anyway, enough. Last one. What legendary film is Frog Had Teeth an anagram of? The Godfather. So that's it, folks. We have had 5 rounds with 10 questions at each. So that's 50 points, but there's a bonus point for the 2 pubs. So I think it's out of 51. I mean, I could be wrong. But anyway, if you think you've got the right answer and I've got the wrong one, it often happens. So score away. Like I said, let me know what you scored. Try not to, try and do it privately through a message or email, but it doesn't really matter. I shall announce the winners tomorrow, and the winners can pick up their booze or chockies on, probably Sunday. Okay, great. Thank you. That's it.